So you've probably seen all those $100,000 earn in profits, dropshipping profits, 7 figures, 8-figure businesses, dropshipping businesses, all that kind of stuff. And because you only see these things, it makes it look so simple. It makes it look like everyone and their dog has a profitable dropshipping store, right? Today I just wanted to talk with you a little bit of real numbers, because I don't have interest to sell you in whatever dropshipping course that I do. It doesn't matter. What I want to give you is a little bit of an honest opinion and honest things about that. So just to show that I know a little bit of what we're talking about, I've been living in China now for the last 7 years. We own multiple 7 figures Amazon business, multiple 7-figure dropshipping businesses, and it's been taking some years and we got there. So what I scroll up here on the screen right now is a screenshot from our last day of selling products in Germany. That's one of our German stores. So you can look at that. 5,000 euro. That's about $5,500. That's what we're looking at daily sales at the moment, and that's great because that means that's the 7-figure business. But I wanted to let you know what kind of has to be in place to make that, because there are a lot of little gears that have to work very well together. It's like a machine, and all of those little gears have to be oiled and work together very well to get to those kind of results. Okay, because it seems like it's so easy to do it. You put up an ad, you find a winning product. You put up an ad, and boom, you do 7 figures. That's not how it works. Okay, there have to be a lot of little gears in place that work well together. So if you imagine a machine, basically this is like a big machine. Like, let's say it's the motor of a plane or a jet. Really, the dropshipping thing, it can be like a jet, and you can make a lot of money really quickly. But everything has to be in order for that. So let's say the fighter jet has a lot of gears in it, and all of those gears have to be in order if you want to press the accelerator and really launch that thing. Because if you launch it, if you press on the accelerator and you burn through all of your fuel without the gears being connected properly, it's not going to fly, right? And it's the same. So maybe it's a weird analogy. Let me know in the comments what do you think about that. So basically, you have all these little gears. One of the first gear is the right targeting. So you need to have the right customer that you target. For me, there's no winning product. There's no right product, because every target, every customer has their winning product. So every product can be a winning product if you put it in front of the right people, right? So very first, you need to have the targeting right. You need to know what kind of person are you selling to. So think about that. There's a video on this channel called the customer avatar something, so make sure to check that, and that's how you figure that out, what that is. So you have the targeting gear. Then the next gear that you have is the ad creative and the advertisement. Or once you do the targeting, then you have your ad. They add copy, they add images. How well does your ad attract people, right? That's the next thing. The ads need to work. That's your next gear. Then people go from your ad to your page. They go onto your sales page. That's the next gear. How well does the sales page get people to click on the buy now button? How persuasive is that? How well are the images made? How well is the copy? And each of those steps can be tested and tweaked. So one tweak in any of those gears can have a tremendous effect on anything else after that, right? So you start with the targeting, then you have the gear, which is the ad, then you have the sales page. After the sales page, you have the checkout page. How does your sales checkout process look like? Do you have the standard Shopify checkout process that involves multiple steps? Adding things to cart, going to the checkout, personal information, payment information, delivery information. You have all of those steps. That sucks. If you have this all on one page, and if you have an optimized checkout process, that's your next gear. So you need to have that in order. The next thing you need to have in order, that's kind of one of the gears in the middle, so I scrambled them up, but it doesn't matter. One of those gears is the offer. How interesting and how attractive is your offer? The offer doesn't just mean the product. It means bonuses you give with it. It means how you display the product. It means what's the offer? The offer needs to hit home with that audience that you send to it through the ad and the targeting, if that makes sense. Then it's about the conversion mechanism. How well does your page convert? And then it's about the supply chain. How much profit do you make of each product? Right? So you need to have all of those gears in order. And once they are in order, then you can fly. So basically how dropshipping success happens, it's not like you put all of this up, and sometimes people get lucky. Sometimes you just put it up and all of the gears are working and right, and you can fly to the moon and scale it immediately. But that is not happening a lot, and it's mostly happening to people who've already done it a lot of times, so you get better at it over time. When you're just starting out, here's how the progression usually looks like, and it takes a year or two. You put everything together, and you have a $5, $10 ad budget, and you get some people through. And you see, okay, people don't really click on my ad. So what could that be? Could it be the offer? Could it be the product image? Could it be the copy? Could it be the video? Why are my ads so expensive? So you figure out, you try different things and you test that, boom, that works. Then you have the next step. Then you get, okay, now on my page, I get a lot of people to my page, sales page, but no one is clicking the buy button. Well, why is that? You tweak the page, you tweak the offer. Is it the product? Is it a page? You see how many little components there are within each gear? So basically you need to tweak all of those gears, and that takes time because you don't want to just blow all the money you have on that, but you want to spend a little bit every day to get people in. So for the first couple of months you lose money. Then for the next couple of months you barely break even. Then you start breaking even, and eventually you have all the gears in order. Basically you have the plane rolled all the way, the long way to the starting field, to the takeoff. What's that called? I don't know. But the takeoff, the landing strip or the starting strip, whatever it is. So you take this long way of building the motor, putting the plane together, finally rolling it up to the launch pad. And now when all of your gears are in order, you see you have a 5x return on ad spend, and now it's something that you can launch. Now you can start putting money in it. So you can start accelerating, and you can accelerate crazy fast with it. So you took a year or two to get there, but now you're there. Now you can hit the accelerator, accelerate it as fast as you can, quicker, and eventually it takes off, and you can go from $1,000 a month to $1 million a year extremely quickly. You can go from $1,000 a month to $5,000 a day within 2 or 3 weeks. But you can get from 0 to 1,000 in maybe a year or two. Okay, I just want to get your mindset right, because a lot of people give up so quickly. They put it together and they're like, oh, this doesn't work. It must be my product. It's not a winning product. Like, dude, it's not about the product. It doesn't even matter. All of those little gears have to be aligned. And if this doesn't work, then just don't blame the product. Say, oh, my product didn't work. Now I need a new product. And then you put all of these gears together. You build another motor. And it doesn't work. And then you build another motor and another motor and another motor. When in fact, you just have to change how the gears are aligned to each other. Because if one of these gears is not grabbing into the other one, the whole thing doesn't work. Okay, and I hope this analogy made sense. Maybe it was oversimplified, but that's really how it is. That are all of the gears that need to be in order. So stay patient, take your time, don't quit your job just yet. Like, take your time at it. But if you do that, then you can get to results like those $5,000 days. You can get there. You won't get there quickly, except you're really lucky. And luck, you don't just plays a part in it. But the more often you do it, the luckier you'll get. So don't give up on it, take your time with it, and eventually it's going to fly and take off. If you want to know how we put those motors together and how you can systemize it and make it so that you're most likely to get lucky with it, make sure to check out the web class below here, because in that web class I teach you the exact system we use to earn profits like that, or revenue like that. You have no idea if it's profit, maybe we lose it all, right? But if you want to earn revenues like that, there's a web class below in the descriptions. Check it out, and I'm just going to see you there in a couple of minutes. Have a good day. Cheers.